Andariki namaskaram. Nenu mi Sonarika Bhadoria, and a big hi to all the India Glitz viewers. The thing is, I never wanted to be an actor. In fact, I wanted to be an IAS officer. Yeah, I dreamt of being an IAS officer. So that, and yeah, my mother especially plays a key role in me becoming an actor. She always wanted me to be an actor, to get into the glamour industry. And all my relatives, people around me, since I was little, I remember, at any family function or anything, they used to tell me, oh, Sonarika, dance no, sing no, mimic no, do this, do that. Oh, she's an all-rounder, she's pretty, she should be a star, and all of that. So I think that later when I grew up, that sort of got into my head, and here I am today. I remember my manager gave me a call this one morning, and he said that Yogi sir's, this director Yogi sir, he's coming up with an interesting project, and he wants to give a narration. So let's go down for the narration. So that happened, and I came down for the narration, and I loved the script, and a wonderful film altogether. It's a complete entertainer. And I instantaneously knew that okay, I want to be a part of this project. So yeah, that's how it happened. See, difficulties, I mean, first talking about the changes, be it small screen or a big screen, we are all actors at the end of it all. And it's our job to, play the particular character that we've been offered. So I did just that. As far as difficulties are concerned, obviously, because before Jadoogadu, before the narration itself, I'd never been to Hyderabad before. That was my first time ever I flew down to Hyderabad. And the language is a bit of, not a bit of a problem, it's the only problem. Language is the only problem, and it is the most major problem. Yeah, because I mean, it's absolutely foreign to me, the language, and alien to me. To kind of initially understand that, to get the knack of it all, it took a long time. I think after 2-3 schedules, I got a little into understanding, and how I should be giving my dialogues, and all of that. So, but the team has been so supportive and encouraging that it really wasn't that big a problem, because they were very supportive, and they used to help me through everything. Shourya used to help me, and he was very patient. He used to tell me, oh, you're getting this bit wrong, say it in this way, and he was very helpful.
Flirt chestunava?
So was Yogi sir. And Yogi sir, he's not a director, he's more like a friend to us. He's the coolest person ever. And he never made me feel like I was a newcomer. None of them ever made me feel like I was a newcomer. So it was like a cakewalk. Like ella unnaru, and andariki namaskaram is like how you greet people, and yeah, I mean, and oka nimsham, and like certain words like that, yeah. The Parvati of Jadoogadu is obviously, her character is a very girl next door, a very today's modern girl, and she's a lot like me in terms of like the way she dresses, the way she talks, walks. She's very ambitious, and how she falls in love with this guy, and their journey together is the film. So I mean, it wasn't really difficult. But that Parvati that I played was obviously, she's a goddess now. So that was extremely difficult for me to portray. Because again, like people think that that was easy for me because it was a Hindi television show. But no, there's a difference. The Hindi that we spoke in the show is not the usual Hindi that we talk. You know, it's pure Hindi, Devanagari. You know, to initially get the knack of that, you know, so the first day I came onto the sets of Jadoogadu, I actually felt like I was on the Mahadev set, you know, because there was no difference, you know. It's just that because it was Hindi and, you know, the base was Hindi, so I could after a point of time cope up, and, you know, I got used to it. But here Telugu, it's like, it's absolutely foreign. So I'm taking my own time. I'm trying to learn, and I try to converse in Telugu with my staff and all of that. So yeah. I don't have my bag here with me. My handbag is back at the hotel, because I mean we're all busy with promotions, so to carry that extra handbag along everywhere is a big task. But yeah, I do. I have like a sorted box full of chocolates, and I have every possible chewing gum in the world. And my boy always has, because now I'm not carrying my bag, so he's got you know, my dose of chewing gums with him. So yeah, I'm obsessed with chocolates. I'm not obsessed with chewing gums though, but chocolates I am madly obsessed, yeah. Yeah, I did go to old Hyderabad, my first schedule ever, because I really wanted those Karachi dresses and, you know, the Hyderabadi Nizami jewelry and all of that. So that, and I wanted to have Hyderabadi biryani. So yeah, so I went to the old city, and yeah, but I haven't really you know, been around. I mean, whenever I come here, it's always for shoot purposes, so I don't really get that time. But and now again I'm here. I come here for 3-4 days, and like from morning to evening we're all promoting or doing all of that. So I am not getting time, but I am like a big traveler, and, you know, I love traveling and exploring new stuff and places, but I haven't been getting that time. No, not yet. I mean, right now, I mean, I am still waiting. It's like my dream to get a Greek boyfriend with a British accent. Okay, so the British accent is very important. Any Greek guy I don't want. So that I'm still looking for him. I have a thing for British accent. I think British accent is the most sexiest accent ever. Like, I mean, there's something about British accent, you know, when they even open their mouth, no, even if they're abusing you probably, or even if they're, you know, being rude, it does not come across as they're being rude. I mean, they're so classy and, you know, all of that. So, yeah, British accent. And I mean, Greek men are known for their gorgeousness and beauty and all of that. So I want a Greek boyfriend. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I've been wanting a Greek vacation for so long now, but I mean, I'm yet to plan it, because I mean, the moment I get done, I mean, my film hasn't released yet, and I start shooting for my other film by the end of this week. So I mean, I don't have that time to plan that vacation, but as soon as I get time, I'm going to do that. Childhood crushes? No, not really. In fact, I was a bit of a tomboy back in school. Not a tomboy exactly. I mean, I used to not dress like boys, obviously, but I mean, I'm known for beating up people and doing all of that. Yeah. So, I mean, I've had guys coming up to me and proposing to me, and, you know, giving me flowers and chocolates. On these various days that we have, Valentine's Day, Rose Day and all of that. So I have beaten up a lot of them. Not all of them, obviously, but I mean, I've had people who've, you know, behaved in a certain way that, oh, okay, like, they were after my life, you know, that, I mean, at that point, you have guys doing mad stuff, and like, they're all kids and all of that. So I've had guys who were like constantly behind me for a very long time. So I mean, I've done that. So my father always keeps telling me that, I mean, please, do something where you need me. Why do you do everything by yourself? So that's that. Yeah, whenever they're on TV, and especially the ones that are dubbed in Hindi, so I love watching them. And right from Mahesh Babu to Allu Arjun to Nagarjuna sir to Pawan Kalyan sir, everyone. I mean, I know them all, and I mean, I've seen their films. So yes, yes. No, not at all, not at all. I mean, I don't know, I have something that I can't carry hard. I mean, I can't carry money with me, I just have that thing. Since I was a child, I used to not carry wallets. I used to not have purses. I mean, now that I've started acting, even till Mahadev period, Mama used to tell me, listen, you're stepping out of the house, carry something. So I mean, if I'm wearing a jeans or something, I'll just put my card in the pocket and just leave the house like that. I just can't carry like a purse or have that responsibility of carrying money around. So yeah, I mean, till date, I mean, I really don't do that. My driver usually, because Papa always keeps this certain amount of money in the car, so my driver always keeps paying for whatever I am a big a superhero and action film buff. Like, I have a thing for superheroes and action films. So I've grown up practically when, girls used to watch. I mean, I've had my share of watching Barbie, like playing with dolls and doing all of that. I still do. But I mean, I've grown up watching Rambo, Terminator, and all of such films. So, and Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, all of that. So I've always, wanted to like fly up in the air and do all of that. And luckily for me, I got to do that while shooting for Mahadev. Because when I was playing Kali, I had these nice harness shots, and I was up in the air, and I was slaughtering people and all of that. It was so much fun, and my director was like, "What kind of a girl are you, Baba? You are enjoying all this?" And I remember we used to shoot day and night for that particular sequence, and I used to get that adrenaline rush, because I loved doing all of that, being up in the air and hitting people and punching them and doing all of that. So that was one fantasy that happened for me. It came true. Now, second is I've also I love driving, like cars. Okay, so and I have been like a big Fast and Furious fan. Yeah, like the whole series. Okay. Yeah, I've always wanted to like drive and drift. I mean, I tried it. I'm telling you this incident. I tried it once. I was like, what is the safest place to do it? Because I mean, in apartments where you live, the parking spaces are not that much, and you need like a big ground or something. So like, what to do? So on a weekday, a friend suggested, let's go to a mall, and like the mall parking, the parking slots are like huge, like big, and I mean, because it's a weekday, so you don't get a lot of, you won't have a lot of cars around. I was like, okay, yeah, cool, let's try. And I remember I just got, this is 3 years back, 2-3 years back. I just gotten a new car, okay. I'd gifted myself a new car. So Mama used to tell me, no, you're not taking the new car, take the old one, yeah. I said, no, let me drive that. So I went and I tried drifting, okay. Now, because I mean, we are not professionals and we don't we don't sort of know the trick. From whatever I saw in the film, no, even before trying, I saw the film again. I was like, okay, like this, you just lift the handbrake and you do this and you hit the brake and do all of that. I did that and my tire went for a toss. Like, forget drifting and everything, nothing happened. The car stopped right there and the tire went for a toss. And like, it burst and all of that. I'll tell you, I have a thing. I mean, I call it my laugh fits. I have a thing, once if I start laughing, for whatever reason, firstly, I laugh on silly things, okay? There's a quote, they say that you can always judge a person on what the person laughs at. Okay, but I laugh at anything and everything, and I need no reason to laugh, and like laugh really hard. Okay, I mean, once I start laughing, then everyone has to just like wrap up and sit down for some time, because then I'll just keep on laughing and I won't stop. So that I remember the first day, the very first day I went onto the sets, and Yogi sir introduced me to Shourya. It's like, that's Shourya and that's Sonarika. Hi, hello, how are you? It was our first shot ever together. Okay, and we had just met 2 minutes back. Shourya looked at me, I looked, and it was like a cute romantic bit. Okay, so Shourya looked at me, I looked at him, and we just laughed. Okay, it is like, he looked me in the eye, looked him in the eye, and he just laughed, and I laughed back. I mean, actually, we both laughed together, and for no reason. Okay, we just laughed like that. Now we're like, okay, so now sir's getting a little impatient, because firstly outdoor location, and we had like a particular time limit. So sir's like, okay guys, enough now, let's take. For like 5-10 minutes we were laughing only. Okay, and then we tried taking also. So every time Shourya would come in front of me, I would come in, we would start laughing like mad. So it's like, okay, listen guys, everyone, let's take 5 minutes off. So they shut down the lights and everything. I looked at Shourya looked at me, we were laughing, like let's get it out of us all together. So we did that, and instantaneously I knew that I'd found the right co-actor. So yeah, that's one memorable incident that I have. It was a romantic scene, yeah, and I mean it was funny and awkward at the same time, because in the movie that scene is like where we are halfway through in the film, somewhere around the interval, and that scene right on my first day. So yeah, it was awkward and funny at the same time. So guys, Jadoogadu is a complete entertainer. It's got a lot of dimensions to it. It's got a lot of genres. You name it and it's there. There's a lot of comedy, there's romance, and there's a lot of good action in the film. It's a complete family entertainer, and we've all put in a lot of hard work and efforts into the film. Please love us and support us and give the film a lot of love. Thank you so much.